It's the drama that has NFL fans on the edge of their seats. Will Dak Prescott be sporting the iconic star on his helmet in 2024? Or will the Dallas Cowboys let their franchise quarterback walk over a contract dispute? This saga has gotten spicier than a bucket of wings from pluckers, and the outcome could determine if America's team has a real shot at hoisting the Lombardi Trophy next season. So let's dive in and break down every angle of this high-stakes negotiation that has Cowboys Nation holding its breath. But here's the catch: Prescott's deal is up after the 2024 season, and the contract talks have been moving slower than a drunk snail. Jerry Jones and company say they're all in on paying the man, but actions speak louder than words. If a deal doesn't get done, Dak could be headed for free agency in 2025, which would leave a Dak-sized hole in the Cowboys' offense. The stakes simply couldn't be higher for the future of the Dallas Cowboys. This situation is setting up to be juicier than your aunt's gossip at the family cookout, y'all. Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. So, let's set the stage and give you the full 411. Last season, Dak Prescott was an absolute monster on the gridiron, putting up video game numbers that would make even Madden blush. We're talking a staggering 4,516 passing yards and 36 touchdowns thrown, solidifying his status as one of the truly elite quarterbacks in the league. His quarterback rating of 72.7 was no joke either, putting him right up there with the MVP frontrunners like Lamar Jackson. Dak's stellar performance was a driving force behind the Cowboys' impressive 12-5 regular season record, where they took down powerhouse teams like the Philadelphia Eagles and Seattle Seahawks. These weren't your average Joe Schmo squads. We're talking about legit contenders that the Cowboys straight up manhandled. But as we all know, the playoffs are a different beast entirely. Despite Dak slinging the rock for a mind-boggling 403 passing yards against the Green Bay Packers, the Cowboys just couldn't seal the deal, and their Super Bowl hopes came crashing down harder than a defensive lineman on a quarterback. Heartbreaking, but that's the cruel reality of the NFL playoffs, fam. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: Dak's contract situation. This dude's deal is set to expire in 2025, and the contract negotiations have been dragging on longer than a Tom Brady retirement saga. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler dropped a bombshell report, saying that while the Cowboys are all in on re-signing their star quarterback, they haven't exactly shown it with their actions yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a pivotal moment for the Dallas Cowboys. They've assembled a stacked roster loaded with talent, and keeping Dak in the fold could be the missing piece to their Super Bowl puzzle. But if these contract talks continue to stall and spiral into an ugly breakup, it could derail their championship aspirations faster than a Tyreek Hill sprint down the sideline. And let's not forget about the highly anticipated return of Ezekiel Elliott to the Cowboys' backfield. Zeke and Dak were drafted together in the 2016 class, and their on-field chemistry is undeniable. These two have shown time and time again that they can shred defenses with their dynamic duo attack. With Elliott back in the mix, the Cowboys' running game is about to get a serious boost, adding another lethal dimension to their already potent offense. Just imagine Dak airing it out to CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup, while Zeke gashes defenses on the ground. It's a nightmare scenario for opposing defensive coordinators who would have to pick their poison every single play. And let's not forget about the Cowboys' stout offensive line, led by the mauling Zach Martin, which gives Dak plenty of time to survey the field and make plays. On the flip side, if the Cowboys fail to lock down Dak with a well-deserved mega deal, they could be left scrambling for a new quarterback, potentially derailing their championship window. Let's be real here, finding a franchise QB is like finding a needle in a haystack. The Cowboys struck gold with Dak in the 2016 draft, and letting him walk would be an unforced error of epic proportions. Just look at the long list of teams that have been stuck in quarterback purgatory for years, constantly cycling through mediocre signal callers and never quite finding that elusive franchise guy. The Cowboys can't afford to join that list, not when they've got a stacked roster and a legitimate shot at hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in 2024. So, what's the verdict? Will the Cowboys finally pony up and lock down Dak with a mega deal worthy of his talents, solidifying their status as a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Or will this contract standoff spiral into an ugly breakup, leaving the team scrambling to fill the most crucial position on the field? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Dak Prescott is the player to watch in the 2024 NFL season. His performance, and whether or not he's suiting up for the Cowboys, could make or break Dallas's championship dreams. You already know we'll be here to break down every twist and turn along the way, delivering the hottest takes straight from the film room to your sub box. Speaking of the film room, let's dive into some of Dak's highlights from last season to really illustrate why he's worth every penny the Cowboys are going to have to shell out to keep him in Dallas. Did you see that dime he dropped over the safety's head for a touchdown? Or how about that laser beam threaded through triple coverage for a huge gain? That's the kind of elite arm talent and poise under pressure that you just can't teach, fam. And let's not forget about Dak's mobility and ability to extend plays. We've all seen those jaw-dropping scrambles where he breaks out of the pocket, buys time, and finds an open receiver downfield for a clutch completion. That kind of playmaking ability is invaluable in today's NFL, where defenses are constantly dialing up exotic blitzes and pressure packages. But it's not just Dak's physical tools that make him so special, it's his leadership and intangibles that really set him apart. This is a guy who commands respect in the huddle and rallies his teammates when the chips are down. He's the ultimate competitor, always keeping his cool and making the right decisions in the heat of battle. That's the end of today's video. I will see you guys in the next video. If you liked the video, please make sure to subscribe the channel for more upcoming videos.